On Mind, Body and Soul, a powerful Parkinson's breakthrough, cutting-edge martial arts, and coping with the common cold. But first, flower power. The birds know it, the bees know it, and human beings have long held a penchant for petals. But flowers as a culinary delight? You guessed it, eating flowers is a blossoming trend amongst restaurant goers worldwide. And it's not just about the flavour. Not only are flowers low in calories, they are home to a number of antioxidants, which we all know is great for combating those nasty free radicals and staving off conditions like cancer. That's how flowers heal on a physical level. But your basic bud is a little more esoteric and interesting than that. Homeopaths have been using flowers to heal on an energy level for a long time now. The blooms are chosen for their vibrational properties rather than their chemical ones, and have a profound healing effect on the energy bodies and spirits of human beings. Sound far-fetched? Indigenous cultures such as the Australian Aborigines and Native American Indians have been using flowers to heal emotional upsets and to achieve peace of mind for thousands of years. Dr. Bach brought the concept to the West in the 1920s. There are about 40 different Bach flower essences to choose from, each aligning itself with a different emotional imbalance. Agrimony for if you are worried but hiding it with a smile. White chestnut for unresolved thoughts that go round and round in your head. Nervous disorders, anxiety, depression, asthma, eczema and AIDS all benefit from flower remedies. But the remedy that is capturing the attention of medical scientists in the West is Rescue Remedy. A mixture of cherry plum, clematis, impatiens, Star of Bethlehem and rock rose. The concoction is administered to people who are in shock after having suffered a trauma, such as a car accident. It's important to note that Bach flower remedies are prepared by professional healers. Don't go picking a flower off a tree and eating it if you don't have the knowledge. Those flowers that are available to eat in restaurants and cafes have been specially prepared too. It must be ensured that they're grown organically, as flower pesticides haven't been tested for human consumption yet. So don't go to the florist next time you feel the desire to sprinkle your lettuce with petals. When you're next meandering about the garden, perhaps you'll look at flowers in a different way. Who would have thought that the beautiful bloom is actually a rather smart little healing factory? Have you ever stopped to wonder why we give bunches of flowers to friends who are feeling sick or feeling down?
It's a humiliating and embarrassing and isolating disease. And it really is a prison. It's like we're in a glass cage and we can see the world around us and we're trying to make contact, but no one can hear us or see us. It's as if we disappear.
The greatest boxer the world has ever known was unable to fight the ravages of this disease. All the riches, glitz and glamour of Hollywood have so far failed to buy a cure. So how is it that John Coleman, a humble Australian naturopath, has completely recovered from Parkinson's disease?
Something in me just kept on saying, well, there's got to be more. There's got to be something I can do to make life better than it is, because it's not livable right now.
John was diagnosed with Parkinson's disease in 1995. He had experienced pain and symptoms for years, but medical practitioners dismissed them as stress-related. John's symptoms grew steadily worse, and he knew something was dreadfully wrong when one morning he went to answer the phone and couldn't coordinate himself properly or speak. His brain knew exactly what he wanted to do, but his body wouldn't do it. When he was finally diagnosed, doctors told him it would eventually be a losing battle. But with the help of an osteopath, John decided to take matters into his own hands.
Well, the first real breakthrough came when I went to see Julie, my craniosacral therapist, and she said, "You have Parkinson's disease. What do you want to do about it?" And I said, "Well, I want to get well." She said, "Well, let's make a plan." And that didn't make me better, but at least it gave me motivation and hope to go on looking and have the courage to go on searching for something more.
John tried many therapies and made some major lifestyle changes to help himself conquer this disease. It was a combination of all of them that changed his life. Aqua hydration therapy was high on John's list of daily routines. A combination of Bach flower essences, homeopathic drops and herbals taken morning and night. John also found Bowen therapy effective. This gentle form of osteopathy improves the fluid balance and flow of energy around the body, taking away pain and restoring physical mobility. Every evening, John sits down, closes his eyes and meditates to the calming sounds of bird calls and nature. John is sure that stress and trauma in his early life triggered his Parkinson's disease. He's found inner peace and healing via meditation. In an effort to share his knowledge and experience, John lectures to groups and consults privately, encouraging people to get positive about their Parkinson's.
Well, when people come to me these days and say, "I've been diagnosed with Parkinson's disease," I normally say, "Congratulations." And when they look at me as if I'm loopy, I say, well, Parkinson's disease is easy to deal with because we understand what causes it, we understand what happens in your brain, and there are some therapies and activities that can help you. So that if you're dedicated to the process of getting well, we can give you advice and therapies that will enhance your progress.
However, John is sure to explain to his patients that he can't cure them of the disease. Curing is something you do to bacon. Recovery is the key word.
I make it absolutely clear I can't fix anyone, I can't cure anyone, I can't make them better. I can give them advice from my own experience and from the experience of hundreds of other people who are improving their health. I can offer them some therapies that we believe will help them in their quest for health, and I can be encouraging and supportive and gentle and loving. I can't make them better.
While Western medicine pours millions into developing a cure for Parkinson's, John believes the answer lies in another direction.
I believe we will never find a single cure for any disease. There is no cure for any disease. But there are therapies in both Western medicine and complementary medicine that assist people recover their health.
John feels that recovering from illness and maintaining health is a lifestyle choice and an ongoing journey.
I've 100% recovered from my Parkinson's disease symptoms, but I still have a very interesting journey with my spiritual and physical health. I've got the responsibility to live healthy, be healthy, think healthy. And I believe that if I was silly and I worked really, really hard and I did all those crazy things that I did before I was ill, then I'd get sick again. I don't know whether it would be Parkinson's disease again or something else. But we have the option to live sick or live well.
Are you looking for a sharp and sassy way to increase your fitness levels? Samurai sword fighting is taking the world by storm. With hit movies such as The Last Samurai and Kill Bill paying homage to this ancient martial art, people are becoming inspired to cut a path to fitness the samurai way. But it's not all sweatless Hollywood glitz and glamour. Iaido is one of Japan's oldest and most respected martial arts forms. Although these days one doesn't train with the intent of slicing one's way through battle, sword training is now seen as a fantastic way to increase your fitness levels, tone your muscle, and keep your mind as sharp as a blade. It is compared to yoga as a combined form of mental and physical training. Form and style are of utmost importance to the traditional practitioner. 77-year-old Sadanori Ueno is Japan's top-ranking Iaido master. He has been practicing intently for almost 50 years. Taking a brief break when the art was banned in Japan under US occupation in World War II. Hollywood actress Lucy Liu, who learned Iaido for Quentin Tarantino's film Kill Bill, found sword training quite a challenge.
Chinese martial arts and Japanese samurai sword training was completely different because samurai swords are very heavy and you have to hold your body in a very specific position where you don't bend over. You have to have your back straight the entire time and you have to be squatting. So it's an intensive workout on your thighs and on your forearms because of the sword.
And what do the serious students of traditional Iaido think of all this glitzy Hollywood swordsmanship? Apparently, some of them like what they see. Although Tarantino is no master of form and style, students of the traditional Iaido are fans of the cutting-edge skill in Kill Bill. In recent years, heat waves have been the flavour of summer in countries all across Europe. 36-degree days have driven people balmy, forcing many people indoors and many others outdoors to swimming pools in an effort to fend off the stinging rays of the summer sun. Some people take joy in the freakish weather, while others laze like lizards in the shade. Whatever your preference, dangers lurk in the searing temperatures, and everyone, young and old, should take precautions. Heat waves in Europe in recent years have taken the lives of many. Here are a few things to be aware of as the mercury rises. Don't drink alcohol, coffee, tea or soda. These will actually dehydrate you. Copious amounts of water are best. And some of the sports drinks on the market are good if you have to do strenuous activity in the blazing heat. Keep a mental checklist for dehydration. The #1 cause of fatigue is not having enough water in your system. If you start to get a dry mouth and nose, feel tired or a bit lightheaded, and start breathing faster and shorter, you may be a little dehydrated. Time to put your feet up for an afternoon siesta. Keep a sharp eye on the kids. If you haven't had to change a nappy for over 3 hours and the little ones are grumpy and irritable, chances are they haven't been getting enough fluid. Do the pinch test. Pull up a little bit of skin on the back of your child's hand. If it doesn't flatten back down immediately, you need to get the fluids in fast. The real danger to avoid in summer, though, is the potentially fatal heat stroke. This is the failure of the body's temperature control systems. All of a sudden, your core temperature is rising, but your body can't produce enough sweat to cool it down. This occurs after long, extreme exposure to the sun, especially in children and the elderly. Headaches, muscle aches, hot, dry skin, high core temperature, fainting and hallucinations are sure signs of heat stroke. The person should really be hospitalised and fed with an intravenous drip. In the meantime, you can help by placing the person in water, putting ice under their armpits and lifting up their legs. Try feeding them fluid, but it may not stay down. Hopefully though, it won't come to this for you in summer. Don't forget to drink plenty of fluids, wear light clothes and sunscreen, and keep out of the midday heat. Don't sizzle in the sun this summer. Fancy a night out on the town? Just when governments all over the world are banning smoking in nightclubs and other public spaces, club owners look set to take full advantage of the situation. No, these girls haven't escaped from the local emergency room. The tubes they have going into their noses as they dance the night away are blasting their brains with pure oxygen. Gone are the days when a Friday night's clubbing meant consumption of copious amounts of alcohol and, God forbid, for some people, even drugs. Oxygen is fast becoming the energizer of choice for the party set. Starting off as a concept in Japan, naturally, it has taken the US and now Europe by storm. So what are the health benefits, I hear you ask? Well, nothing has been conclusively proven so far. And indeed, some experts are a little worried because the consumption of pure oxygen can be quite damaging to the body's cells in the wrong amounts. But you would have to be on the tubes for over 3 hours before any negative effects arose. As it stands, the oxygen blasts are sold in sensible 10-minute blocks. And here's the fun bit, they come in a variety of flavours. Whoever would have thought that aromatherapy would become cutting-edge cool? But now you can mix your oxygen on the dance floor with vaporized essential oils for a totally tension-melting experience. Perhaps you'd like to zone out with Zen, a mixture of Melaleuca, lemon and basil. Or really release those tensions of the day with a relaxing blend of orange, ylang ylang and rosemary. Perhaps you'd prefer to dance until dawn on an energy-boosting mix of rosemary, canela and zaniro. Or maybe you'd like to clear a week's worth of city grime from your system with a detoxifying blend of lavender, thyme and eucalyptus. Aromatherapy is traditionally used to treat stress-related conditions such as anxiety, depression, hypertension and work-related stress. And can even stave off colds and flu. So if you've had a bad week at the office, it makes sense to hit the dance floor and don't forget your tubes. There is no cure for the common cold and probably never will be. Antibiotics only treat bacteria, and most colds are caused by a virus that antibiotics can't kill. Common sense can help deal with a common cold. And there are medications that can help relieve some of the symptoms. Paracetamol can help to relieve aches and pains and reduce the discomfort of fever. Older-style antihistamines can help dry your runny nose. Lozenges can help soothe a sore throat. Nasal decongestants in the form of spray, drops, tablets or mixture can help dry a runny nose or relieve blocked sinuses. Researchers at the University of Virginia have developed a cold remedy they say reduces symptoms by as much as 75%. It uses interferon, a natural antiviral, to attack the cold virus. Taking care of your diet can help lessen the effects of the common cold. The old favourite of Mum's chicken noodle soup actually does work. Try to eat regularly and maintain a high level of nutrition. This helps improve the immune system. Oranges and other fruits high in natural vitamin C may help lessen the duration of the cold. There are many natural remedies on the market, and many people swear by the effectiveness of vitamin C in tablet form, along with the herb echinacea. Both may help to improve your immune system. However you decide to treat your cold, it's important to remember to take care of yourself. Rest and good nutrition are the only proven methods of reducing the severity and duration of a cold. Getting fit the martial arts way does not necessarily mean you have to get down and dirty on the mat. Martial arts is taking a leap into the entertainment arena, following the successes of films such as Hero and Crouching Tiger, Hidden Dragon. Here, backstage at the Beijing Theatre, the cast of a dramatic kung fu show are getting ready to bust their ancient moves to some music and tell an age-old love story to a packed house. To the 40-strong cast, the show is more than just a demonstration of fighting skills. The plot is kind of an Eastern version of a West Side Story, with gang warfare between two competing martial arts schools, the Dragons and the Tigers. Of course, Dragon Girl falls in love with Tiger Boy and all sorts of complications arise. But this show has a happy ending. This dramatic martial arts show is so far the only one of its kind, with its intense focus on martial arts skill and pace combined with all the glitz of Broadway. Kung Fu has definitely come a long way since ancient times, when it was taught in monasteries alongside medicine, philosophy, language and law to the priestly class. There are about 1,500 different styles of martial art. Kung Fu is just one of them. The technique concentrates on harnessing qi, using movements and breathing techniques. The Kung Fu masters are so adept at harnessing qi, they can break bricks with their bare hands. The secret to harnessing qi so successfully is in the fluid-like movements of the discipline, according to the Shaolin monks. Other disciplines, such as karate, are too staccato, rigid and linear. Kung Fu, for the rest of us, can offer increased physical skill, dexterity and alertness of mind. And who knows, the chance to be the star of the next major martial arts film or stage extravaganza. Join us again on Mind, Body and Soul as we discover more paths to health and happiness. But for now, Dominique gives us some food for thought.
Give yourself permission to live in the present moment. Always remember that the past is gone. You can never get it back. You can never change or alter it in any way. Let it go. The future is determined by your actions, by your awareness in this moment. Make now the working unit of your life and allow everything to unfold from there.